With the Democrats over there crying about applying a dose of transparency and accountability to a government across the state and across the entire nation that's completely out of control. I think this is what the American people voted for, and I'm proud that President Trump is following through and doing this. And to another of my colleagues that spoke over there earlier in regards to making comments about the Confederacy, the Confederates that were actually run by the Democrat Party, they did in fact lose. So just a little facts check on that. But what I'm really here to talk about today is the lies, the misinformation, the gross, irresponsible fear-mongering peddled by our governor, J.B. Pritzker, in regards to the lawful and appropriate operations taking place in this state to remove criminal, illegal aliens from our communities. On January 24th, just a couple days ago, Governor Pritzker shared the following lie on his social media, and I quote, "After a week of Republicans sowing fear and chaos, the first reports of raids in Chicago are at an elementary school. Targeting children and separating families is cruel and un-American," unquote. Blatant, bold-faced lie. Embarrassing. Incompetent. The governor of one of the largest states in the union clickbaiting like a teenage girl. Sowing chaos and discord, putting the lives of courageous law enforcement officers at risk, putting politics and his reckless pursuit of higher office over the safety and the security of our own citizens. The governor owes Tom Homan and the officers that he is putting at risk a public apology. Furthermore, he needs to take down his disgusting tweet and replace it with one correcting the record and acknowledging the false information that he was purposely spreading. Let's call it what it is, guys. Sanctuary cities, sanctuary states are nothing more than sanctuaries for criminals. Let's talk about the truth on what Tom Homan and these brave officers are doing in Chicago and elsewhere in this country and this state. They are strategically and carefully targeting criminal illegals who are public safety threats. They've arrested vicious child predators right here in our state. They've arrested illegals who are responsible for the deaths of innocent Americans, innocent Illinoisans, right here. They've arrested violent gang members. And in cooperation with the DEA and other agencies, they've seized illegally possessed guns and narcotics, taking them off the streets. Chicago is safer today because of the actions of President Trump, Tom Homan, and these brave officers. Why is our governor and some in the legislature standing in the way of these appropriate actions? This issue was fully litigated in the November election. Secure borders and deporting people here illegally is what the majority of the American people want. It's what we need. It's reported that it's been reported that there are hundreds of legal alien criminals sitting in jails in Cook County and around this state. Criminals that our government is not allowing ICE access to. Instead, they're releasing them into communities, into our communities, into your communities, putting our law enforcement officers and community members at completely unnecessary and unacceptable risk. Who supports that? Why is our governor, why is he instructing the departments of corrections to, upon release of illegal alien criminals, not to report that to ICE? Who does that help? It's insane. It's dangerous. It's putting political correctness ahead of protecting our most vulnerable, especially our children. And we have the power. We have the power and the responsibility right here in this body to do something about it. Let's tell the governor that it's time to put the safety, the security, the economic needs of the people of this state, of our own citizens first. Let's start by repealing the ridiculous Sanctuary State for Criminals Act. Let's send a message that lawbreakers and security threats have zero safe spaces in this state. Woke is dead. The voters on November 5th killed it. So at a bare minimum, Governor, if you're not going to help us, if you're not going to help President Trump, get out of the way while others do your job to secure your communities. Thank you.